Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's sure to spark some debate. Used SUVs you should absolutely avoid in 2025. We're not talking about cars with a couple of quirks. These are the vehicles with a laundry list of problems so long you'd think they were designed by a committee of clowns. Look, I get it. Buying used is often the smartest financial move, but there are some automotive landmines out there just waiting to detonate your wallet. So buckle up because we're about to take a deep dive into the automotive abyss and expose 6 used SUVs that only an idiot would still buy in 2025. First up on our automotive hit list is the Jeep Compass. Now I know what you're thinking. Doug, it's a Jeep. It's gotta be rugged and reliable, right? Wrong. The Jeep Compass has been about as reliable as a weatherman in a hurricane. Year after year, it's plagued with owner complaints, racking up more frequent visitor miles to the mechanic than actual road trips. By 2025, that new car smell has long faded, leaving you with outdated technology that makes a flip phone look cutting edge. Not only is the Compass unreliable and technologically challenged, but it also suffers from a severe case of depreciation. The value drops faster than a lead balloon, meaning you'll be upside down on your loan before you can say catalytic converter. Seriously folks, do yourself a favor and steer clear of the Jeep Compass. Next up on our list of automotive abominations is the Ford EcoSport. Now, I'm all for fuel efficiency, but this little SUV takes it to a whole new level by sacrificing practically everything else. We're talking cramped interior, gutless engine, and handling that's about as inspiring as a trip to the DMV. The EcoSport is so small you'll need to FedEx your passengers to your destination. Forget about legroom, headroom, or any kind of room really. And speaking of getaways, good luck merging onto the highway in this thing. The EcoSport's engine is about as powerful as a hamster on a wheel. It struggles to accelerate, making passing maneuvers a white-knuckle experience. By 2025, there will be far better options on the used market, offering more space, more power, and a more enjoyable driving experience. So save yourself the frustration and avoid the Ford EcoSport like it's a telemarketer calling during dinner. Ah, the Nissan Juke, the vehicular equivalent of that friend who tries too hard to be different. You know the one, always wearing those loud shirts and telling those off-color jokes that only they find funny. Well, the Juke is much the same, with its bug-eyed headlights and polarizing styling. Now, I appreciate a little quirkiness in a car, but the Juke's design has aged about as well as a gallon of milk left in the sun. The ride is harsh, the interior materials are about as luxurious as a porta-potty, and the cargo space is laughably small. And let's not forget about the elephant in the room, the Juke's reliability. By 2025, you're looking at a high probability of unexpected repair bills and lengthy visits to your local mechanic. So, unless you're a card-carrying member of the I Love Quirky Cars Club, I'd steer clear of the Nissan Juke. Coming in at number 4, on our list of used SUVs to avoid is the Mitsubishi Outlander. Now, Mitsubishi has had its ups and downs over the years, but the Outlander has consistently been a low point, a shining example of mediocrity in a crowded market. Year after year, the Outlander has languished near the bottom of reliability rankings, leaving owners stranded on the side of the road with that sinking feeling of buyer's remorse. In fact, it's probably worse because now you're dealing with a used Outlander, which means those potential problems are just waiting to rear their ugly heads. We're talking transmission issues, electrical gremlins, and a general lack of build quality that would make a Yugo blush. The Outlander is about as inspiring to drive as a washing machine. The handling is sloppy, the acceleration is anemic, and the interior is about as exciting as a beige waiting room. By 2025, there are simply far better options available, offering a more reliable, enjoyable, and refined driving experience. So do yourself a favor and cross the Outlander off your list. It's a recipe for disaster, a money pit disguised as an SUV. Next up on our automotive roast is the Dodge Journey, a vehicle that's about as appealing as a lukewarm cup of coffee. Now, Dodge has made some iconic cars over the years, but the Journey ain't one of them. By 2025, the Dodge Journey is about as relevant as a payphone in a smartphone world. Its outdated design, lackluster performance, and questionable reliability make it a hard pass for anyone with a modicum of common sense. The Journey's engine options are about as exciting as watching paint dry. They're underpowered, inefficient, and prone to making more noise than actual power. And let's not forget about the Journey's safety record, or lack thereof. It consistently scores poorly in crash tests, which is not exactly what you want to hear when you're talking about a vehicle designed to transport your precious cargo. It's an outdated, uninspired, and unreliable SUV that should be avoided like the plague in 2025. Look, I could go on and on about the Dodge Journey's shortcomings, but I think you get the point. Last, but certainly not least, on our list of used SUVs to avoid like the plague is the Chevrolet Captiva. This, my friends, is a vehicle that embodies the phrase false economy. Sure, it might seem like a good deal on the surface, but trust me, you'll pay for it in the long run. Now, I'm all for giving credit where credit's due, but the Captiva is about as appealing as a plate of cold, soggy fries. It's bland, uninspired, and about as reliable as a politician's promise. The Captiva's abysmal reliability record is notorious for breaking down more often than a teenager's heart. We're talking transmission failures, engine problems, electrical gremlins, you name it, the Captiva's probably had it. Not only is the Captiva unreliable, but it's also about as exciting to drive as a refrigerator on wheels. The handling is sloppy, the acceleration is glacial, and the interior is about as luxurious as a prison cell. It's a poorly made, unreliable, and utterly forgettable SUV that should be avoided at all costs in 2025. Do yourself a favor and spend your hard-earned money on something better. And there you have it, folks. 6 used SUVs that you should definitely avoid in 2025. These are the automotive equivalents of a participation trophy. They might look shiny and new at first glance, but underneath it all, they're just cheap imitations of the real deal. Remember, buying a used car doesn't mean settling for a lemon. There are plenty of fantastic used SUVs out there that offer a winning combination of reliability, practicality, and value. But to find them, you need to do your research, be patient, and most importantly, avoid the automotive landmines we've discussed today. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and don't be an idiot. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.